Let's get to the papers, guys, as quickly as possible. Start with Nigerian News Direct. Okay. Nigerian News Direct, I think that's the first one.
Yeah.
Fishery aquaculture to hit 4 trillion naira in FG's ambitious growth plan. Fishery aquaculture to hit 4 trillion naira in FG's ambitious growth plan. So if you want to get detail of that particular story, you can go to page 6 of the Nigerian News Direct newspaper. I do not know how long this is. I don't think it's within a year period. 4 trillion is a lot of money. We've been saying, what exactly is the Ministry of, what's that ministry again? Blue Economy,
Blue
right?
Economy. Marine and Blue Economy.
We're not sure what former Governor Yetola is doing yet. So I always say whether he may be doing something, but we don't know what he's doing. So perhaps this is one of the revelation as to how we will manage that sector. Guys, the next one.
And this morning, we'll also be looking at the Nigerian Tribune. And there's an interesting lead story on the front page of that paper. Listen to this. Southwest governors to set up joint team to combat ISWAP's threat. That's the Southwest, not the Northwest, not the Northeast, not any other part of the North, but the Southwest. And take a look at the riders this morning. To establish Food Inflation Joint Monitoring Team, Southwest Development Commission headquarters to be at Cocoa House, Ibadan. So is there a real and visible threat of terrorism, any aspect of terrorism in the Southwest? Perhaps there'll be more revelations in the coming days, from the Southwest governors. And if they are setting up a joint team, I might ask, what happened to Amotekun? Is this going to be different from Amotekun? Well, just very valid questions this morning, particularly as this has to do with security. That's it for Nigerian Tribune.
Just before I leave Nigerian Tribune, so I don't know what they will want to call this. Since Amotekun is taken, maybe they can have the name of an eagle. What's eagle in Yoruba? Yeah, I can't remember for some reason.
Yourself too.
But
It's not Adon.
It's not.
Adon is a bat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll ask Google.
Wow. I'm sure my Yoruba teacher is not really proud of me right now. But, there's this story beside the other big picture on the front page. After reconnecting UCH, College of Medicine students protest over IBEDC's refusal to reconnect halls of residence. So it's like we're not over this just yet, because clearly the students do not have power. I remember we followed this story time and again, but it's not over just yet. So I don't know if to say a reminder to IBEDC or just find out what exactly is going on with the power supply to hostels or the halls of residence, particularly in UCH. But that's what you have on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Bukola, do you want to help us out now with the eagle, the Yoruba eagle?
Don't worry, Kaide, I'm coming back for you.
Because I know.
You have a knack for putting me on the spot with your Yoruba word.
I know it now, it's Idi.
Idi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Idi.
What is Valentine in Yoruba?
Come on, Bukola.
Not love. What is Valentine in Yoruba?
Our forefathers didn't care about Valentine's.
Does any language have Valentine?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
Ife, let's just say
No. Love is Ife in Yoruba. Jeffrey, you have the next paper.
No, actually, The Guardian, is coming from here.
Okay.
And focuses on electricity as well. And it's a very interesting angle to this. In fact, the cartoon on the front page is very gripping. Electricity as medicine. Hidden costs of providing health care in darkness. I can see the health workers in that cartoon struggling to keep the patient alive. As in struggling, really. You can see the struggle, literally pulling him or his spirit back
into
his
the body.
And just shows the struggle. It's really concerning.
That's quite an image to look at critically. But that's a good one from The Guardian.
Absolutely.
I think if there's any sense of emergency, they've just depicted it.
They've driven the point.
That's yesterday.
And I think what you can also see from that particular image is first they're using a rechargeable lamp just at the top left corner of the image. And just 2 people are battling. There could have been more, but a lot of them have left Japa. So it just tells the story in different ways. So that's a big story. You have a picture of the Southwest governors. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, and just below that is the critics questioning priorities as National Assembly has passed the 54.99 trillion naira budget. You know, with all the complaints we made about vagueness, lack of clarity, repetition, and some of the ludicrous things we saw in the budget that ministries presented our dear president to go and present before the National Assembly. We don't know what they did with all those things. It feels like, I think they should just sending this in and be passing and leave us out of this stress. It looks like the more you talk, some people don't listen. So I even know members of the National Assembly who raised it on the floor and said, what is going on? We can't keep repeating these things every other year. But whether they removed it, when we see the gazetted copy, we'll be able to know in actual fact what exactly went on with that. But moving on from there, let's get to the Blueprint newspaper. IGP, missing missiles, IGP fault audit report, 6 discrete closed-door investigation. Custom hands over 3,897 rifles, cartridges to Arms Control Center, and many other things as well, as far as this is concerned. So those are the front pages of the dailies that you can just pick up a copy wherever you are. If you're digital like Kayode, you can go to wherever you get your papers from and do the best you can to consume them.